Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. Many think that 2024 will be a slow year for Tesla, but I think it will be a very exciting year for Tesla and probably also for the stock price. This is of course not financial advice, but 2024 could be the year where Tesla reaches escape velocity. Because we have so many hidden catalysts coming this year that so many analysts seem to not see or ignore. And at the same time, I think it will also be a year where legacy automakers will start to look weak as they will struggle with their EV sales, and that will only make Tesla look even stronger. And Tesla could turn on the pressure cooker even more in 2024, revealing the true status of the legacy automakers. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. So, Tesla has never looked stronger than they do today, in my opinion. And in 2020, Tesla had their first profitable year ever with $721 million in net income. But last year, they had almost $15 billion in net income. So Tesla's bottom line has grown 20-fold in 3 years, but the stock price has gone sideways. Tesla's production has gone from 500,000 to 1.8 million vehicles, so it had went up 3.6 times over that period, but the stock has gone sideways. Tesla's revenue has gone up from $31.5 billion to $96.8 billion, so tripled over the last 3 years, but the stock has gone sideways. And the Model Y that came out in 2020 has become the best-selling car in the world in 2023, but the stock has gone sideways. Tesla now have $30 billion in the bank. They had $4.4 billion in free cash flow last year, and they had $15 billion on the bottom line. Tesla's financials are looking greater and stronger than ever, but the stock has gone sideways. So, just because the stock is going sideways does not mean that Tesla's fundamentals have not changed, because, as you can see, they have changed quite a bit, and for the better. Like when we hear mainstream media, it was a bad year for Tesla. What they do mean is that it was a bad year for the stock, not for the company itself, because Tesla has done nothing but execute, growing every single year despite automotive analysts telling us competition was coming and Tesla was doomed. So as you can see, Tesla is looking extremely strong in my opinion, and 2024 is kind of looked at as a boring year for Tesla, also because Elon said at the earnings call that Tesla was kind of in between two major growth waves. So not many really have big expectations for Tesla in 2024. So I think Tesla will surprise very well here in 2024, as there are actually a lot of great things to look forward to, and that combined with the legacy automakers struggling with EV sales and their ICE sales could see a big drop in 2024, as China, the biggest car market in the world, is expected to hit 50% plug-in market share here in 2024. So someone like Toyota and Volkswagen that is selling close to 2 million vehicles a year in China, well, they stand to lose a big piece of that pie in China over the next couple of years. So when people see Tesla is continuing to execute and growing in EV sales and continue to have great financial, they are going to look even stronger when we see the legacy automakers are struggling. And they will look even weaker as Tesla does not struggle like they do. And then combine that with all the good things we potentially have to look forward to here in 2024, like their energy and storage business. Tesla deployed 14.7 gigawatt hours in 2023, up 127% compared to the year before. But as Tesla wrote on their earnings report, they continue to ramp up their 40 gigawatt hour Megapack factory in Lathrop towards full capacity. If they will get anywhere near that here in 2024, we should see at least another doubling of that business this year as well. And it should be pretty clear for everyone, even the skeptics, to see where this trajectory is going if they 2 years in a row more than doubled their deployment and are aiming for 1,000 gigawatts in 2030. We can kind of all see where this is going then, especially when we by the end of 2024 should have the next Megapack factory up and running in China. And that factory should have the same output capacity as Lathrop, so 40 gigawatt hours, but they should be able to get that one to ramp up much faster with all the learnings they have got from Lathrop. And I think we will see yet another Megapack factory announced here in 2024 as well. Maybe that is what Tesla is working on in Italy, getting a Megapack factory up and running in Europe as well. So we will see some nice headwinds by the end of this year for Tesla's Megapack's growth trajectory. And this is a high profit business, so we should also be able to see this on the bottom line. But we will also have some more hype about their car business this year, even though we might be in between two growth waves, as Tesla's Model 3 Ludicrous should be just around the corner and spark some more interest back in the performance Model 3. We have seen nothing but praises for the new refreshed Model 3 from car reviewers, and Jay Leno also finally got to take it for a spin and was also blown away how this new Model 3 refreshed just feels like a smaller Model S, but for half the price. But imagine this awesome car just with new and better performance. Remember, it was the original Model 3 that beat the BMW M3 around the racetrack in Top Gear and set a new standard for performance. It was no longer the BMW M3 series we looked at, it was the new Tesla Model 3 performance. And now Tesla this year will take this to a whole new level, leaving every other performance car in that category in the dust, setting yet another new standard and making some more halo effect for Tesla, but with a car that many people will actually be able to afford. Another car that not many people is going to be able to afford that get revealed this year will be the performance car of them all, and that is of course Tesla Roadster, that with the help of SpaceX will have an advantage no other car company on the planet has, and Tesla will push it to the very limits of physics. We will witness them this year reveal what will probably be the supercar to rule them all, as no one else will be able to copy this one, as they don't work together with other rocket companies. So this Roadster will probably be the performance car of all time for all time, and Tesla will reveal it this year. But I also think we will hear more, if not even get the beginning of the production of the next generation vehicle by the end of this year, because we are not waiting for the Mexico factory to be done, because as Elon said, it will take too long. So we will see this car coming out of the Texas factory first, and Tesla is already working on the production line in the Texas Gigafactory. We have been seeing the production equipment coming into the factory, and Elon said in the interview with Sandy Monroe last year that he reviewed the production plan every single week. And it's not like Tesla has to build a whole new factory this time around, they just need to build the production line. I know it's a completely new production method and vehicle, so it will not be easy, but remember, Tesla started construction of the Texas factory in the summer of 2020, and by the end of 2021 they had limit test production of the Model Y. So that is 1.5 years, but that included building the whole damn factory. Now they only have to build the production line. So with a whole year, I think Tesla will be pretty far along by the end of 2024. So we might even get some reveal of that car and the production line, and that will be a huge catalyst for Tesla. And we will of course also have the Cybertruck being ramped up to probably somewhere between 50 to 70,000 units and suddenly become the best-selling EV pickup in the world, putting all the doubters to shame. And the Model Y will of course continue to be the best-selling car in the world. And then we of course have Tesla's wide release of version 12 full self-driving beta software that will probably also get out of beta this year and just be the new full self-driving software in Tesla's cars. And then a lot more people will get to see what Tesla is actually able to do, and it will blow people's mind. We have to remember we live in a little Tesla bubble, but most people here in my country have no idea of what Tesla's full self-driving software is capable, and that is all driven by AI. So just as we saw Brad Gerstner that was out trying the full self-driving version 12 for the first time and got his mind blown and said he think this is going to be a bit of a ChatGPT moment for full self-driving, and I think that could be this year. And this is probably the biggest catalyst that is built into the valuation of Tesla right now. So if Tesla will have their ChatGPT moment with their full self-driving this year, everything else we have just talked about will just be cherries on the top of this cake. But we will probably also have a lot of new videos and demonstrations of Tesla's Optimus robot this year, with the insane pace of progress we have seen so far. And we have now seen so many other robot companies showing off their robots that are also learning from AI and learning useful skills. So the humanoid robots are no longer just Tesla's pipe dream. Now everyone has jumped on board. And I don't think that there are many people that think we will not have humanoid robots working in our factories within the next couple of years. And if Tesla can show how far they are on this year as well, maybe even with the next-gen unbox production method, they don't even have to reveal the next-gen car. If they can just show the world the new production line for the next-gen car with Optimus working the production line, I think the world would go crazy over that, because we all know that the humanoid robots will be one of the biggest business opportunity in human history, and we might get to see a glimpse of that by the end of this year. And that will of course again make everything else we have just talked about, including full self-driving, become cherries on the top of this huge cake called Optimus. So Tesla will be able to show all of this in 2024, but at the same time we see Tesla executing, continue to growing their car business and their storage business, helping them with the bottom line. So Tesla could even squeeze the other automakers even more in 2024 with more price cuts, as Tesla is looking extremely strong. And if the other automakers are showing that they are struggling, that will just make Tesla look even stronger yet again. And Tesla could easily lower the price of the Model Y and Model 3 and still earn money on them, but we already know the others can't. Like Ford is losing $40,000 per EV they sell, and Lucid was $370,000 per EV they sell, and so does everyone else like Rivian, GM, Fisker, VinFast, and no one is making money on selling EVs in the US but Tesla. And if they start another price war in the US in 2024, the others almost seems doomed. They cannot compete on price, but if they don't lower the price, they won't sell any EVs at all and only show the world they cannot compete. So Tesla really sits with all the cards here, in my opinion, and can make sure that the ramp they still have to do at their Texas factory of the Model Y and in Berlin as well will continue to sell them all, as they can make their already obvious choice an absolutely no-brainer, while the other legacy automakers are struggling, making the best-selling car in the world even more affordable. And that is what all the others are up against, and they have no weapons in this war. Tesla is the only one with the weapons and is holding all the cards, and I think this could become even more obvious here in 2024, so everyone can suddenly see what we have been talking about for years. And the legacy automakers will look very weak in 2024 and struggle to sell their EVs, the car of the future, with mountains of debt. And Tesla will look even stronger than ever, with good financial, no debt, and $30 billion in the bank, ready to take this to the next level. And we have even seen Apple giving up on their Apple Car. After 10 years of working on their autonomous electric vehicle and more than $10 billion spent on the project, they gave up. Tesla has not even spent $10 billion cumulatively to build the business they are today. And they have more than 5 million electric cars on the street collecting data for their autonomous AI software, which is closer than ever to solve full self-driving. So this should also show the world, okay, not even big mighty Apple could do what Tesla is doing. And this year, I think it will be even more obvious how much the old guys are struggling. Combined with the list of awesome stuff Tesla has in the pipeline for us this year, they are going to look so strong and make the legacy automakers look so weak. So I think we could see Tesla's stock break out by the end of this year. If not, we will probably see it explode in 2025 when all of this comes together, including the Mexico factory. So just to recap all of these catalysts and just the awesome things we have to look forward to here in 2024, well, the Mega Pack should double once again, ludicrous refreshed Model 3, the Roadster revealed, Cybertruck ramp, Model Y best-selling car for the second year in a row, version 12 full self-driving beta coming out of beta, Optimus robot showing useful work, financial looking stronger than ever, and construction of the Nevada factory that will build the semi-truck we will probably see more about, and even more battery factories. So combine this long list of goodies with the others looking weaker and struggling will just make Tesla look unbeatable. And as their fundamentals and business in general has been doing nothing but growing, and their bottom line even grew more than an order of magnitude over the last 3 years, but the stock is still trading sideways. Well, at some point it has to give in, as Tesla continues to execute. And with all the great things happening in 2024 that most analysts are kind of not expecting or just ignoring, well, it might just be the year where Tesla once again reaches escape velocity.
And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.